Every generation, my father's family throws away one child's baby photos to make room for the true heirs. Mine are already gone, and my son's album is starting to look thin. I found out about the tradition when I was 9, standing in my grandmother's hallway, staring at a wall of framed photos where every single one was my cousin Preston. Not one was me. When I asked my dad why, he crouched down and said, "Because Preston is the heir, buddy. That's just how our family works." I didn't understand it then. I understood it the day my own son was born. His name is Caleb. He's 4 now. And 2 weeks ago, I opened his baby album to show him his newborn hospital photo, and there was an empty sleeve where it used to be. The little corner tabs were still there. The picture was just gone. I told myself I'd misremembered. Then 3 days later, another one was missing. The one from his first bath. Then his first Christmas. I started counting. 6 photos gone in 2 weeks, and every single one had been taken before Caleb turned 1. I set up a small camera in the living room, pointed at the bookshelf where the album lived. 2 days later, I watched the footage. My mother let herself in with the key we'd given her for emergencies. She walked straight to the shelf, pulled the album, sat down, and slid 3 more photos out. She tucked them into her purse, put the album back exactly square, and left. I called her that night. "Mom, why do you have Caleb's baby pictures?" There was a long silence. "I don't know what you mean. I have you on camera." She didn't even flinch. "Then you already know. It's time, honey. Your uncle's boy, Preston, he and Madison just had their son, the next heir. The photos have to make room." "Make room where? You wouldn't understand. It's been this way for 100 years. Your grandmother did it. Her mother did it. You did it to me," I said. "That's why there's nothing of me on that wall. You threw me away when I was a baby." "I kept you off the wall," she corrected, like that was gentler. "The heir needs the space. You had your brother, and then your cousin, and now there's a new one. It isn't personal, sweetheart. It's just place." I hung up. I didn't sleep, because make room meant Caleb wasn't just being skipped the way I was. Caleb was being erased on purpose, one photo at a time, so a 4-week-old baby he'd never met could take his place. The next morning, I drove to my grandmother's house, where the whole family was gathered for Preston's son's welcoming lunch. There's a ceremony. I'd never been invited to one. I walked in without knocking. My grandmother saw me first. "This is a private family occasion." "Funny," I said. "I'm family." I held up my phone. "Aren't I?" My uncle stood. "You need to leave." I turned my phone around and pressed play. My mother's voice filled the room, tinny through the speaker. "It's time, honey. The photos have to make room. The next heir." Her face went white across the table. "Every one of you," I said, "grew up on a wall of one kid, and every one of you learned to do it to your own children. You didn't just skip me. You took scissors to a baby." I pulled out the album I'd brought. The empty sleeves. "This is my son. 4 weeks ago, you decided he was in the way of a baby who can't hold his head up yet." My grandmother lifted her chin. "The heir carries the name. The heir carries the family. It has always been the eldest son of the eldest son. Preston is the eldest son of your eldest son," I said. "That's the whole rule, right? Blood and birth order." "Yes," she said, proud. "That's why Preston's boy is next." I looked at my uncle. "How old were you when Grandma married Grandpa?" The room went quiet in a different way. My uncle's jaw tightened. "I did the paperwork," I said, "for a genealogy project 2 years ago. Grandpa adopted you when you were 6, Uncle Ray. You're not his blood, which means Preston isn't the eldest son of the eldest son. My dad is, and the eldest son of the eldest son of the eldest son," I put my hand on the album, "is Caleb. By your own 100-year rule, my son is the heir. Has been since the day he was born. You've spent 2 weeks cutting up the heir's photos to protect a boy who isn't in the line at all." My grandmother's mouth opened and closed. My mother reached into her purse and set 9 photos on the table with a shaking hand. "So here's how it works now," I said, gathering them up. "The wall comes down today, and the next person who touches my son's album goes to the wall in a police report instead."